Hello, my guys, gals, and non binary pals. We are back with Autonauts. And today we're going to be setting up our pumpkin fields and getting that started so that we can send them off and get some more heart coins. So let's get started. So we want to make a space. They're going to put the pumpkins right there. So let me, you know what? Let me go and get another pumpkin. Just so I have it. Okay, so uh let's set this up how it's gonna work. Let's bash this pumpkin up. So we got our hole digger. Why is our digger not going? I didn't press play. No? What are you doing? Oh, cause it didn't say forever there. Yeah, that was weird that it just like cut through. I don't know what it set up there, but you're working now. All right. Put you away again. So I wanted seeds. Okay, so our planter. And we're going to do pump it planter. So you are going to come here and grab seeds from this little area. And repeat until your hands are full or until you exit out. And then you're going to come here and plant it in this area, right? And you're going to do that until your hands are empty. Except if you can't do it. And if you can't do it, come and put it in this box, right? Until your hands are empty. But because we have two items coming from one thing, you're gonna end up with more of one thing than the other, right? So that's why I built a couple of these guys. This one's gonna stay here. We'll just put them right there. Okay. A pumpy planter, because let me get that out. If repeat that and then come here if you can't put it in. So we're gonna say if hands not empty and if hands not empty. So they're going to pick up seeds. They're going to plant as much as they can. And if they can't plant anymore, they're going to put them in this box, right? And if the box is full, they're just going to come and they're going to toss them, throw them away. Okay? And that's how that should work. And then we wanted the Pumpy Basher. And you, my dear, you're going to come and you're just going to like pick up the pumpkins. No, I think you are just going to come and pick up the pumpkins. And then put them away. Not my basher. My pumpy collector. We'll see if we can mail that job into something else. But for right now, you have the easiest job in the world. Don't think I said you. Get pumpkins and pick them up and put them in the thing, right? Okay. Good job. Do that. I am going to need you to get out of my way, though. Alright. The next one is going to be the Pumpy Basher. Pumpy Basher. So, you... I don't know why I took you away. So, let's set up some stuff. We're going to need two ifs that are going to exit repeat. So if this one, oh shit, shoot. Yeah, this one. If this one is less than 80%, and if this one is less than 80%. So what this does is it's going to keep cycling through, right? If the pumpkin seed storage or the raw pumpkin fall below 80%, they're going to exit this loop and they're going to come and get a pumpkin and put it down. And I'm going to say retrieve. I'm going to need some memory for this person. If hands empty, come over here and pick up a mallet. Come on. Come pick up a mallet. Bash that baby. Right? Let's make you right there. And then you can stow. I've got way too many mallets on me. You actually need to go in there. Stow that item. Come and pick up the mushies. And I think we only get one mushy per. Yeah, and you are already done. So let me real quick put these guys away. Go and get a brain, because I think, yeah, we're going to want them to, you guys are just all in my way. I need what's under you. No, oh, I got it. Okay. I got it. Okay. Because I'm actually going to say, do this until hands full. Drop all here. Retrieve this. Bash on these pumpkins until you can't bash on them anymore. Stow that item. Pick up all of these until hands full, because we only get one pumpkin, raw pumpkin, per whole pumpkin. So that should work out just fine. Go and do that. And then I'll only need... I put it in the wrong box. Yeah. I don't know why there was raw pumpkin in there. I'll need to go check my planter. No, he did fine. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay. Until hands full, go put it in here. But if your hands, yeah, exit that. Oh, I still don't have enough memory. Shoot. Okay, I'll just have to, I'll just have to say, don't just do all this once. And I guess if I get a bigger one, I could just have somebody pick it up. But you know what? We've got too many people working this field anyways. Okay, so add to that. But I'm going to need to repeat this and do that, because we're going to need to add if hands not empty. Right? And then that'll loop back up to go and do the check. So it's going to be doing that for a good long time. Okay, just take pumpkin, drop it off, get a mallet, bash that pumpkin, put the mallet away. Pick up the raw pumpkin. Go try to put it in the box. If you can't put it in the box, go and throw it away. I think you're good. We got our pumpkin guy. Yep, pick it up. Go put it down. We just need one more bot. and this is gonna be my Pumpy harvester. Last one, my people. You are gonna go and get a scythe if your hands are empty. And then you're gonna come and harvest some pumpkins in this little area. And you're gonna do that until your hands are empty. Now, you're only gonna do that if this is less than 80%. Does that seem like a fair trade? That's less than 80%. Go and harvest. And he's just going to keep harvesting even if this fills up, but that's okay. With coding, it'll work. Okay, I think that's it. I do need to move that pumpkin because they're never going to be able to pick it up. So let's go through. Oh, I put that in the dang wrong thing. Okay, fashion it. Oh, why couldn't you put it in there? He went and threw it away. Was I standing in the way? What's going on? Oh, no. Did the wrong thing. Why couldn't you put it? Go get a mallet. Ed. Oh. Ooh, I didn't pause it. I had them go into two different things. Let's make sure. Yeah. Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem. Let me put you back in there and play you, and then I'm gonna go and just put that pumpkin back. Because what it was, he was going to one, but he's trying to put it in a different box across the world. Not across the world, but 2 steps away. Okay. But at least we know if they can't do that, they're gonna come and do that. And there's some other fail safes like, we can do an if this is, full, go ahead and automatically shift on, and that way they'll just keep trying to put it in there. But this is working and they're gonna fill up. I actually need the collector to go. Because if they are waiting here for pumpkins, but we ran out of seeds, that's going to be a problem. So they're just going to pick up and immediately shunt away. And then eventually this will fill up because we get 2 seeds per pumpkin. And yeah, it's all going to be good. And since he's planting before he's storing it, we're not going to run into the problem if I had a separate person planting. Somebody may come and take up all the seeds before he can go and plant them. So this he ate up all of my grass and he pooped. Well, cow, I'm gonna come and get you later. You're gonna go in a pen, but later. God, look at how big your head is. Now we just finished creating our pumpkin patch, and it looks like we have enough to finish our goal. Yeah, they look pretty good. So let's get our Dalek off of his seawater experimentation. Did I save that first? Well, that's special jobs. I should probably come up with my favorite thing. New categories. And we're just going to call these space jobs. And the basic Dalek is his preferred job. Go back in there and switch these up. Probably going to get confused with the special jobs. I wonder, yeah, let's see. There we go. We'll just make that purple. I think that does not blend in very well. So hopefully that will help me distinguish that. So we have him all set up to go to wool storage. And I need to click record. wool storage, so we're going to change that to go to the pumpkins. And down here, we did not have him set up to return it because of his brain power. So let's just keep doing that. See how that works out. I'm going to have to switch him over with the brain to our new bots. He'll probably work out a little better. But we're going to have to figure out what bot we do, because we always want him to be a little special, right? We could go for our Gungan Transformer here, just the special nerdy bot. And I don't really like these. I mean, I really like the Wallies. We could just do the Transformer and get that going. Because it's going to be a while before we get to the next tier, because that does require power. And that's a whole thing in itself. We've got two choices to go through. Spend a lot of grinding to get water wheels, which is a big long grind and a big long setup, but not impossible. Um, or just going windmills, which doesn't give you as much power per structure as water wheels, but is definitely less intensive. So that's a choice that we've got to make in the future. But for right now, we'll keep him on the Dalek. And then we did not take a look to see what our jobs were moving forward. So when he finishes that, we'll go ahead and do it. I have been passively making floors, making walls, just so that we can get our little areas set together. And let's go ahead and get some of that set up. So I think I told you guys I really would like to do stone walls here. And I did already set up some of these guys with wooden flooring because I had to. And we'll change that eventually. But that's the floor for them. And then I was setting up a wall around here. And I'm going to need to get somebody to move those stumps. Yeah. And of course, get our roads in. Ooh, I'm one short. I'm going to have to get him to make some roads. So let's set that up just right here. I missed a little doodle. And boxes, as always, are in great demand. Here I think, I keep saying I think, I want to do a different flooring for there, of course. And that might be the more intrusive stone flooring. Just so that they all look a little different. And we can still kind of believe that we are running things as we should. Perfectly out. This is, of course, putting a strain on our workers over here in wood production because, you know, they got to make that and, you know, our stone. So the stone roads are, you know, pretty low. I need to get rid of you, too. Projects. All these little fiddly bits. And while we wait, he is almost done. How many comes in there? Only 10. See how these smaller ones require a lot, you know, more. Pumpkin is just a mid-range item. Small ranges can do like, you know, 20 to 40 in this thing. But we'd get a lot more if we made that bigger cart. So once we get to there, we'll get to there. I've got somebody digging away at this mountain, just so we can kind of keep up our supply, which we have pretty much done. I think I will, since you have chisels done. Let's go and see. Stone slab. Yeah. So you make your stone slab. Also, if anybody noticed, I have two things. I have this Stonehenge up here and a little turtle on my screen. And I built this lovely, lovely monument because we click that turtle, it shines up and a little rabbit appears. We're going to look up here and everybody is jiggling just a bit faster, like twice the speed. And that's why that monument is beautiful. Waiting around for kind of things to finish up. Oh, look, we finished! Yay! Planet Mongo's needs for wildlife. Although we sent them pumpkins, I guess they needed to feed their wildlife. That helped out. So let's return this. But yeah, waiting around was really hampering my style. I do need to fix this guy because it appears how I coded them to go and plant and then put it in here. I'm guessing my shoveler doesn't go fast enough, so he's planting and then he's putting it away. But he's never going to plant. So maybe we'll go and we'll put a timer on him. So let's fix that before we go further. Now, my Pumpy planter. So now we have the dilemma. Do we put in another Pumpy person? 5 people already are doing this. We could get the Pumpy collector to actually deliver. You know, these ones are hard where you have 2 things coming out. I could do my Pumpy Basher. They're already doing 2 jobs. They are doing the mushies. They could just be the one to put the items in here. And that would be a lot of extra work on them to do both of those. While I have all these other people just, you know, doing one thing. I could have my harvester be the collector. So he does all that, puts his hoe away, picks everything up, takes out his hoe, and then he'll do a full cycle once that goes under, you know, and that'll kind of free. Maybe let's try that out. So I'm gonna stop my Pumpy collector and come over here and just put this down. So my Pumpy harvester, let's get the coding in. Pick that up in this area and then deliver it. Okay, so I might need a brain for you too, because it's gonna say if it goes below. If you don't have one, pick one up. Do that until you can't anymore, and then stow your item. I am gonna have to put a retreat up here. So when you stow that item, you're gonna do this until your hands are full, but you're gonna need a repeat. Do that until your hands are empty. And you're gonna go there. I am gonna need a brain for what I want to do. So before I get in a fickle, where would my brains be? So there are some other ones, but I feel like I had somebody make a bunch of them. Now, did I lose them under you? Yep, right there. Let's pick that up and pick one of you up. Just in case. Oh, I went too far. Nope. So I had to create clay miners and iron miners, if you notice those around. just to get this done. I think this was 5 stages requiring boulders, iron, dirt, which this guy set set up to collect for me, which is just digging on dirt, just like digging on sand. Clay. It was an ordeal. So I was looking at you. Now let's just see how much brain we actually need, because I want to say here, if hands are empty, because I want to do this repeat. Oh, and you just need 1, it looks like. So he's gonna see that this is after 80%. So he's going to pull out his scythe and go get one if he doesn't have one. Then chop a bunch of pumpkins until there's no more pumpkins to chop, or until his hands go empty. He's going to try and stone item, which he doesn't have anything in his hands, or he has a scythe. And then he's going to go around and collect all those pumpkins and put them away until there's no more pumpkins to collect. And then he's going to recheck to see if he has filled this up. So if he fills it up and he still has pumpkins, he's going to wait there until he does it again. If he cuts the entire field down, that should be enough to fill it up or get close to it. Yeah, let's try this. That way, you become Pumpy Seed Collector. And I'm going to do a little bit of cheekiness by doing that, because you are going to not do that. I didn't need to save him. So you're going to pick up a bunch of pumpkin seeds. I don't need that. Pick up a bunch of pumpkin seeds and then go store them. If you can't store them, you're going to go and throw them away. Alright, and now you, instead of Pumpy Collector, you can be my new Pumpy Planter. And I can just teach you what to do. You're going to come here, pick that up until your hands are full, but you're going to exit. Just in case we run out of seeds, we want to make sure that we're not stuck in a loop waiting for seeds that are never going to come, because if we don't have any Pumpies to make more seeds, we're going to need the Pumpies planted. So you're going to then come over here, get you out of the way so that I can define you, and then do that until your hands are empty. That way we constantly have somebody planting. I think that works. Let's try this. Let's come over here and plant some seeds just to get things started. It's always a delicate balance in this game of doing things yourself and letting robots do it for you. I don't know, but there is probably a challenge to have no robots. You know, they try to limit you by saying, oh, you can only have so many robots, but the number is huge because sometimes you need a lot of robots. All right, my body boys, you go on. I have finished with you. So let's go see what some new jobs are. I got food. Cereal seeds, very easy. We already have wheat over here, which is how you get cereal seeds. It is another crop, like the Pumpies over there, that does require a lot. Because you plant the wheat, you get the wheat, it gets a hay bale, and then you got to, like the pumpkins, thrash that hay. But luckily there is a machine that you can do it with that, so there's kind of less going on. You can do it by hand, but I just noticed there's a big old patch of wheat and pumpkins up there. All right, let's see what else we have. MK1 bot, we could do that fairly easily. And then that MK2 bot, which again we can do easily. Let's see what this big one is. Mushy soup wouldn't be too bad. The power bot wouldn't be too bad. But the bunny hat is a big old item. I think that might be more than what we'd be able to take on. Let's get out of this and look at the hat. There's a bunch of looms. We'd need a hat maker. We need to make wool blankets, wool into cloth. I think, or no, maybe that's just the bot. We need to get a cotton field and then thread. I'm not sure. Made out of string, which is made out of weeds. So we would need to get weeds. Oh, went too far. So we'd need weeds, we'd need cotton, and we need a couple machines to make those. That might be too much. We'll look for some simple things to go on. But we're going to finish that in the next episode. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good one.